Oh my god, trap of the century.
Oh my god!
Trap of the century. What is he doing? No. Hello everyone and welcome to the official PokerStars channel. My name is Nicholas Walsh and we are back once again on a Friday to play some Spin Goes. By the way guys, if anybody is interested in playing any cards this evening and you guys are in the Brighton area, I will be playing the tournament at the Rendezvous Casino here at Brighton Marina later on today with some friends. It's a really silly little tournament. It's even self-dealt, which I can't even believe they're allowed to do, but should be a lot of fun. And last time we went along, a lot of people were hesitant because of the whole self-dealt thing, but it was like awesome. Had such a good time. Such a fun tournament. Such a fun little sesh. All right, so we're looking for a 6, a king, or a club here. That's actually a really good river. I think we just full pot and get called by all the clubs. It's all good. Maybe even a 5 is better. Sometimes we get crying calls from 10s if we make it 5. Oh yeah, baby. We got the nuts. Almost the nuts. Almost the nuts. 3, 4 of clubs, I guess, is the potential. Oh yeah, we're raising this up. There's no way we're going to allow this to stand. None of this, please, sir. None of that. Let's go. Gambling all day. Oh my god, it's absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, anyway, it was a good stream. I'll see you guys in the next one. It was a great Friday. Good little sesh. See you guys later. Thanks for coming. Oh my god, that's too good. Oh man, that's definitely clip-worthy, guys. What do you think? Hopefully we'll get some revenge this time. Little 2-pair magic. I don't mind leading these situations, especially when the button limps. They'll have some 10x, some straight draws. Even though you can't really clearly define a limping range here, you know, that's not really a thing that you encounter too often. I think bigger is better against these two, especially against this individual on our left. Okay, so if he has a 10 or an 8, he'll just check on this river. He won't turn a made hand on the flop into a bluff, so if we check and he shoves, we can pretty confidently think that assume that he has the clubs a lot of the time. Please check. Damn it. He could still have a hand like Jack-9. He can still have Queen-Jack. I think given the pot odds, we have to call. Obviously, this can just be the flush, but he's going to have lots of straight draws that bricked off that he'll turn into a bluff as well. Like 7-9 will be in there, 9-Jack will be in there, Queen-Jack will be in there, even some gut shots. So with the pot odds we have to call, but it's going to be a flush a lot of the time. Nice. Like, it can be really scary when it rolls out that way, but like if you can give him enough combinations of the misdraws that he needs to rep, it's totally fine, I think. Please explain your note for noobs like me. What aspect of it, buddy? What aspect? Do you want me to explain specifically what I wrote, or like my labeling, or what? What's your deal? All right, nice. Okay, a little bit of revenge for us there. Next game. Yeah, Jacks is obviously an easy call here. That is a very, very wild push. Can't say I approve of that one. 10-8 suited is just a really nice hand to play in position. Like, I don't know why you want to just ship it in. Seems like a bit of a wasted opportunity. So this is like 15 big blinds effective, 14. So let's make a note here. Again, I'm just going to use a similar note pattern that I did before. So I basically don't expect this guy to really be a reg because regs wouldn't do that. So I'm going to put him in blue. I'm going to put some exclamation marks to confirm my note because I just don't see anybody who's solid at this game making that kind of a play. We're definitely calling the turn, of course, with our flush draw in the pair. On the river, we're going to be winning here quite often, I think. I'm still calling the river, I think. He can still have loads of missed diamonds, missed straight draws, and stuff like that. Seems pretty good. Seems like a good spot. Numbers says glad to hear how supportive they were, as well as fair. Yeah, you know, I think if there's one thing that PokerStars is extremely hot on, it's it's game integrity, and of course they're hot on a lot of things as well. I'm not saying that's the only thing they're hot on, but they're always very, very strict with that kind of stuff. Which is great, because, you know, really one of the things the Stars has always been able to ensure is, you know, game integrity on you know, live and online. You know, having done a bunch of live stops for the European Poker Tour and stuff like that, I think we just raise here, guys. We make it look like we're trying to bluff him. If he's leading, he'll have diamonds, which we want to punish, but also have fours where we have a better kicker. He'll never have an ace here, really, so we just raise and just hope that he blows up with the 4. It's fine. I mean, we want to really get value from both the 4 and the diamonds, so it seems like a really opportune spot just to put in a raise, even if we don't get any action. Come on, ace-king. Is there a time limit on spins? If the setting could be explained. So there isn't a time limit, but it still functions as a normal tournament, right? So the blinds increase every couple minutes, and that forces the game to end eventually, right? So it's basically the same as a regular tournament. It's just 3-handed and it's winner take all. So at the start of each spin and go, everyone buys in for whatever the agreed buy-in is. The prize pool is randomized, so that's what the spinner is. That's why it's called Spin and Go. We're going to play for 2x, sometimes 3x, sometimes 5x, sometimes 10x, sometimes 25, and then like the god tier ones that just happen very rarely. Every player starts with 25 big blinds, which is 500 chips. The blinds increase very quickly because it's still a hyper format. And then, of course, at some point, the blinds are so high that everyone's just got no chips left. They've got very few big blinds, and then we play out to a winner. So I can't remember what the actual clocks are. It depends on how much the multiplier is for. The 2x multipliers are slightly faster than the 5x. 2x and then the 3x are slightly longer, and then the 5x's are slightly longer, and so on and so forth. I think the slowest clocks are at the very, very highest tiers. I've joined the Discord and sub to YouTube. I'll watch out your videos. Thank you very much. There's actually not too much content on the YouTube yet, but there's a lot more coming. There's a lot more coming, buddy. So make sure, yeah, you keep an eye on that. Ugh, such a bad flop. Such a bad flop. If he's checking on this flop, the 10s can still be good some of the time. Okay, interesting. So I guess we just check the river. If he bluffs the river, do we call, though? It's a bit weird. I mean, maybe he rivers a set of 6s or something. I don't know. Would he not bet a queen on the turn? Would he not bet a king on the turn? I guess we're calling. I don't know. Just seems like he's not telling us the right story, right, in that situation. Like, it's a perfect board for him to bluff at on the flop or the turn, but like people with a queen or a king are too scared of like getting rivered, so they'll always bet, basically. So unless he rivered something very specific, we're just gonna have the best hand a lot of the time. I never played MTTs professionally, though. I was always playing sit and goes, either heads up hypers, spinning goes, 6 max, that kind of thing. Scrub says they can destroy your bankroll very easily. Again, buddy, I'm not here to try and convince you to play spins. Like I said, that's not my MO. But if you feel like they're destroying your bankroll, it's probably because your bankroll management isn't strong enough. You should have at least 200 binds for every stake that you play in spinning goes. That's usually the recommendation. You know, I could play cash games, which are considered probably one of the lowest variance forms of poker. And if I have 2 binds, I can still destroy my bankroll. So you need a pretty tough mindset. You need to be able to play through the downswings. But bankroll management is probably one of the most important skills in poker. And if that's how you feel about spins, it's probably more to do with that. Oh, my days. All right. So first place is 500 bucks. Let's do this, guys. Perfect timing, guys. Oh, my days. Look who it is as well. This is another reg. I think many players, including Nick, have shown they're very beatable. It takes a lot of work like any other format, and to prevent losing your bankroll, you use bankroll management, in which case, of high variance format like spins should be more conservative. Yeah, I agree. Now, I appreciate what Scrouse is saying as well. Like, I'm not having a debate here, you know. I just want people to understand like what's required, and I think Croaks really sums it up well there. But I appreciate everyone's opinion. I was playing tournaments for a decade. I'm tired of having to pay 10 or 12 hours a day. Okay, so we're in the money, guys. We're guaranteed at least 50 bucks. What happened in this pot? Oh, he turned trips against the flush. That's so savage. All right, guys, let's do this. Heads up against the unknown player. They knocked out a reg immediately, so this is what we want, where we want to do it. Oh god. Oh, we got such a good price. If it comes a heart, we could turn our hand to a bluff as well. God, okay. Please just give me a made hand. Oh, shit. What if he just has 8-9 on the river? What if he just has 8-9 on the river? Oh my god, how do the fives bet the turn there? Alright, come on, we got this. How did the fives bet the turn there? That's so sick. We should have gotten a free river in the first place. That's so savage. For a $50 spin and go, you need I'm not saying you need $1,000, but if you're going to play the $50 spins, I would recommend having at least 200, yeah. The swings are wild, dude, you know? If you're playing a lot of volume, that shouldn't take too long to get through, but it's regardless. All right, come on, guys. All right, pay attention now, guys. Pay attention. On this turn, Jack-High actually should be the best hand quite often, so we're just going to check call a turn. On the river, we might even actually try and convince him to fold the chop. Oh my god, that's so sick. Absolutely puke. Immediately off to a really bad start here, guys. The king-queen spot is so gross. When he bets half pot, we have to call. I mean, it's a situation where if it came a heart, we would have shoved, and we actually can still convince him to fold. So our line is actually perfect there. It just needs to come a straight, a king or a queen, or it comes a heart, and we win that pot. It's just such an unfortunate setup for us. Shit, 1 second, guys. My door is going. Come on, hold. Yes, that's huge. That's huge. All right, guys, 1 sec. Shit. Come on. Kurt. Curtis, shush. Curtis, get in here.
It's all about the winners.
Get in here.
Oh, shut up.
All right. Oh, this guy full pots the turn. Honestly, we should probably call that turn.
Are we all winning? Let's find out.
So we're currently guaranteed 75 bucks.
Do you know what's better than 75 bucks?
I'm going to trap with ace king. Oh my god, trap of the century.
Oh my god!
Trap of the century. What is he doing? No.
What the fuck? What was that? Hey, that guy just didn't want 500 fucking dollars.
Oh my god. All right, guys, GG. Wow. Catastrophically bad poker. Great spot for us.
At least lose it to like something. That's just, well, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a great trap. You could sense the tension coming from this guy. You could tell he just wanted to blast off. Like the way that he was playing the fives is just like pot, like yeah. just bet.
He
Can't
just
win.
Wanted to get lucky.
He just wanted to get in so bad.
He knew that he needed to get lucky.
Just world class.
Like, oh shit.
World class poker.
Michael Walsh. Fuck. Jack 6, please. Oh my god, it looks even dirtier in the replay.
All right, so I guess I need to make a note here.
Yeah, effective note for this guy.
Technically, I'm going to trap with ace queen here. Do these tramps ever work is the question.
There's nothing better than going like $400 in the hole and then getting your way out of it. So you're not drinking at the casino?
We have a flush, you guys. We have a flush. I mean, he probably shouldn't fold like most clubs, so we'll just go big here and hope for the best. What you got? What you got? It's Christian's birthday tomorrow, and
yes, sir.
And yeah,
You gonna drink then?
I don't know. I might really hurt my neck.
You wait until I get the first Jaegers in tonight.
If
there's one way to bring Nick out of his shell, it's a Jaeger bomb.
I mean, if there's one way to bring anyone out of their shell, it's a Jaeger bomb, man.
True.
Hey
Nick, what about these?
I want to meet the person who's like, oh, here's a Jaeger bomb. They're like,
do you remember that kid that was there last time? He just
go...
loved hanging out with you, and he was getting the shots of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was having the best time ever.
What, the young guy?
Oh, you're that street. Oh, I'll have a shot. Oh, I'm gonna have a shot. He's loving it. I've never seen such like.
Hey, everyone was having a good time.
That was honestly, it was one of the best nights ever. It's the only reason I'm coming back. I thought self deal was going to be terrible, and it actually turned out to be like one of the bangest tournaments ever. I hope your mates there that wrote the book.
Yeah, he actually messaged me and asked if I was going. So.
You call so fatty, right?
Calm down, mate. All right.
Oh well, hello.
It's the old Ace King Tramp.
Ah!
The Tramp works every time.
What? But of course he's going to win. Hey!
I couldn't.
What are these people doing?
I couldn't do it for $500 though.
What are these people doing? He's got the best hand to see a flop with.
Yeah, well, there you
go. Fuck it.
Nostra says you trap really often. Again, Nostra,
against these idiots.
Against Nostra, the traps are built into my preflop strategy. So if you see me limping a bunch of stuff that you wouldn't usually limp with, that's because it's balanced out by the times that I have traps in those situations, and it makes sense that stack depth according to the solvers that have actually produced those preflop ranges. And then there are players that you just always trap against all the time, and you don't care because they're just going to blow up and do stupid stuff.
If you see a blue tag,
yeah,
slap that tramp on.
For the most part, you can put a tramp in a lot of the time. So min raise button multi-way 11 effective was strong X1.
Tomo's my favorite.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted, buddy. So cash games, I really like them, and I played them like full time for a long time. My issue with cash games is that players were just ridiculously good, and there was so much good material about cash games that if you moved up like one level, the actual skill level of those opponents increased by like such a huge degree. It was really difficult to see myself remaining competitive. So I found cash games online just to be very difficult. So if I was like, oh, I want to play like 500 NL, you're playing like the greatest players in the world, right?
Yo, it's Curtis with a beverage. It must be a day of the week. Exactly.
Correct.
Any day is beverage day.
We check raise queen on in this texture if he wants to see bet. Oh, he goes really big here too.
All right.
Just gonna go 3x against this dude. If he wants to blow up, that's Q.
Kind of cute.
You guys do think I'm cute? Nice. Tournaments I was kind of interested in for a little while, but for the most part, I just found them ridiculously frustrating, and I didn't like how slow they were. I found it really annoying that you had to be chained to your desk for 12 hours a day in order to play them professionally as well, which I'm sure some MTT players would argue is not the case. And there are different ways to approach that, but I wanted to play a lot of poker in my early years, and I would just sit and play tournaments all day long for some time, and it was a kind of a drag. And I always thought to myself, like, I want to do something where I have the freedom to pursue, whatever I want. I think we just commit the rest here, guys. What if we just did this? I think we can get him to fold a king here. Fair enough. I actually don't expect him to have a hand as strong as king queen when he checks behind, but that's interesting. Fair play. I like our line though. I think we can definitely get that other players to fold a king, not necessarily king queen, but a king in general. Yeah. The only thing to bear in mind is that if you want to work on your end game, you need to remember that ICM comes into play. Whatever you learn in Spin Goes, it was a good game for us. Whatever you learn in Spin Goes, you need to take it with a pinch of salt, because there are situations where you make adjustments for ICM if there are 3 payouts to go, because you need to find your way into the top spot more often. So you don't want to play purely for chip EV like you do in spins.
Yeah, ICM today at the FT was absolutely sick. It basically won me the tournament.
Right. Yeah.
When you've got 2 guys sitting on 10 big blinds and you've got people sitting on 30 big blinds, no one wants to bust. And because I had like 150 bigs, I could call anybody's raises and just barrel off. And if people didn't have the nuts, they'd fold. What about Kick-Off? I don't know about that game.
What about Kick-Off?
Certainly not a game to work on your end game.
You can learn some interesting stuff about bounties, but it's a little bit wild. I think you're better off doing spins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very first hand, people are just losing their shit. But it's still a really fun game. But yeah, I wouldn't be using Kick-Off to learn poker.
Chiseled is saying that it's rigged for me. Yeah, okay. You will be all right, mate. Did you just
see that Jack 6?
Did you just see the Jack 6 hand?
Did you watch the Jack 6 for like $500?
Did you watch me just lose $500 against Jack 6?
If you didn't, check out Nick's YouTube channel.
It's definitely going up there. We can shove this. I think it's fine to limp against this guy.
7 effective, yeah. Any face, any ace.
Fairsenko says it's probably not many people's choice for a grind. There's actually so many Spin and Go grinders.
Many pros. And like
I think
killing pros. I think 6-figure pros.
Like, and I'm not shaming you for saying that. I can understand why you might think that's true, but that's kind of why it's remained such a well-kept secret, and that's why there's so little actual professional grade Spin and Go content, because the kind of people that are playing spins are sharing it with other people who want to play spins, and they're not sharing it with anyone else.
Silent killers.
Yeah, it's that was.
And one of the best thing about spins for the regs compared to any other format is they get people just coming home really bored, just want to play a quick game, quick format. They think there's no skill, it's just a coin flip, and they're just giving it away.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You just don't get other games like that.
It's a game of very small edges, but people have simplified the game in their minds so much because they're used to playing like 30 big blinds deep, 40 big blinds deep in tournaments, or they just haven't bothered learning like anything sub.
I've got 15 minutes to play. There's a chance I can hit a big jackpot. It's a coin flip. Let's play a spin. And all the regs are just sitting there going.
Hey Ozzy, no problem. If you have more questions, hit me up.
Hey Nick, do you know what they're doing?
We can still.
Do you know what I'm not doing in NTTs?
But yeah, I mean, I think playing cash games live is a huge huge deal.
Oh my god!
Like learning how to tramp people with nines is really cool.
Do we have a hold?
I've had like 3 spots in the last 2 days where I've actually like legit just been like, hey guys, so yeah, I would usually bet this with 2 pair on the river, but it feels like he's got a flush.
Very true. I'm blessed. I've banked off millions of NTTs, so I've got to run real good.
Live cash means soft players. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's extremely rare that you don't. It's extremely rare that you sit down at a live cash table, and
you'll see stuff live cash that you'll never see online ever in your wildest dreams.
All right, guys.
It's just insane.
Wait for it. If he bets this river, I'm going to consider an ace call. I'm considering. Okay.
Oh my god. I can't watch.
Unless he's got a 7 or a straight, or he somehow has like a random queen. This is going to be the greatest call of all time. You ready, Kurt?
Okay. He's pulled some fucking rabbits out of some fucking hats. Can I get a hold?
I mean, I'm not saying that was the
too many outs.
I'm not saying that was a sensational read, but
I mean, you do have your moments. Sadly, not for when it's like $500 odd, but
I'll do it for 125 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
sure.
As soon as I check that,
sure.
If you're gonna check that flop.
Wow, running like croaks.
Yeah, actually winning flips is cool. Here we go. Oh! Okay, we have a chance to actually put up 2 $500 games today, one of which was the meme. So already that's a really, really large size, and again, kind of solidifies the fact that this is a more unusual style of play than we're used to. We should always be calling a c-bet here, I think. Oh my god, it's beautiful. We missed the 625, but the 500 is ours. Bruju, I love that confidence, buddy. So on this turn, I think he can have a 10 or a queen some of the time. I think the jack is a very scary card, though. I think we want to pot control so we don't do an entire stack here to 2 pair, like jack 10 or something like that, or like backdoor diamonds. We're blocking the backdoor diamonds, so I think it's an easy check call river, but it's a pretty unfortunate card for us a lot of the time. So I think we want to save. Okay, well, now this feels like a bluff. I don't think we're folding, guys. This could be ace-king, I guess, but I don't know. We're blocking diamonds. We have a really strong pair. I don't think he'd do this with jack-10 or queen-jack, so...
Oh, fuck!
So annoying.
Fuck!
This is so annoying. Such a cold deck for us again.
Ugh.
All right, guys. So yeah, hit me up on social media, and I'll announce when I'm dropping all that stuff. Highlights videos coming soon. Educational material for sale, like for example, the charts that we were making reference to. I'm going to be doing the 500 more club videos as well, and a bunch of other stuff that's coming out, and some new announcements of partners that you guys are going to want to see. So love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Ciao for now.